And today I'm sharing three essential steps to take before you create your online yoga course. And these steps are really essential to ensure that your success is inevitable. Okay, so before you put your heart and soul into creating your course, which I know you will, these are three essential and really important steps to take. So I want you guys to share with me in the comments, are you planning to create an online yoga course? Is that in your game plan? Is that in your game plan? Are you planning to create an online yoga course, part of your yoga business? So maybe you previously were teaching in studios, maybe you had set up your own classes, maybe in community centres. Perhaps with the pandemic, you've transitioned online, you've been teaching on Zoom. And now the next step, now that you've seen the benefit that Zoom and the online space can really bring to you, the next step is to start to look beyond Zoom, to look beyond Zoom and to create digital assets, online assets in your business, an online course, online memberships in your business so you can continue to really serve in a bigger way. And that's what this is about. And I know that this whole process can be really exciting. When we decide that we want to create an online yoga course, it can be so exciting that we end up jumping straight into actually creating all of the content. And so I want you to take a step back and just ensure that you follow these three steps, because when you do, your success is inevitable. And what happens is you'll be 100% sold on your course idea. You'll embrace all of the tech and you'll be able to create your content like a pro, which is really important. And you'll be so confident that what you've created is something that your community really, really want. And that's essential. You want to be doing that, because when that happens, you'll have people lining up when you open the doors, okay? So it's a totally different kind of experience when you do that, when you just slow down a little bit and follow a process, a step-by-step process. But lots of people forget to do these things. Lots of people forget to take these steps, yeah? And what can happen is they end up launching a course and no one enrolls in it, okay? So I want to ask you guys a question. Let's just set the scene. So you've already decided that you want to create an online course. You know that that's what you want to offer your community. What do you think is the first thing that you need to do? What do you think is the first thing that you need to do? So you've decided that you want to create an online course. Yeah, you're going for it. What do you think is the first thing that you need to do? Any guesses? Any guesses here inside the Facebook group or on Instagram? Don't be shy, guys. Don't be shy. We're all in this together. Because quite often when I ask this question, the response that I get back is, oh, I need to create my course. That's the first thing I need to do. I want to create my course, the content. I'm going to create the course content. That's the first thing that I need to do. And if you do that, you're going to run into some problems. So Rosemary's been listening. Well done, Rosemary. Rosemary's been in the summit. She says, validate ideas. Yes. Yes, Sandra, understand who your audience is. Exactly. Okay, good. We're on the same wavelength here. I can tell you guys have been listening. Yeah, nail down your niche. Perfect. Brilliant. Well done. Top marks. So, if you go straight into creating your course content, it's actually the biggest mistake that you can make, okay? Because, if you do that, you're going to run into a number of problems, and I'll talk you through that in a moment. Jacqueline, build your community. Exactly. That's step one. We need to grow our community. It's the first thing that we need to do, okay? It's not jump headfirst into creating the actual course content because we're so excited about it. And don't worry, I know that. I've been there, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But step one is grow your community, okay? So not first spending your time and energy in growing your community is definitely a mistake. And it's actually one that I made when I first launched Digital Yoga Academy. I know some of you have heard this story before, but that's what I did. I jumped straight into creating my online course because I was so excited about it. And my focus wasn't on growing my community. It was on getting my course out the door. And a number of things happened. Because I had no audience. I didn't really know who my ideal student was. Yeah. And because I had no audience, I wasn't able to validate my ideas. So like Rosemary said, validate your ideas. And because I had no audience, no one bought my course. Okay, so that was my experience, my first experience. And I don't want it to be your first experience. It's one of the biggest mistakes you can make to not grow your audience prior to creating and launching your online course. Okay, so we need to do the groundwork first. Really important that we build our audience first. And to do this, we need to determine our niche. Okay, so someone else said that. Who said that? Catherine said that. We need to nail down on our niche. We need to, what audience are we narrowing in on? Because we can't be everything to everyone. Okay, we need to get laser focus on a specific type of student with a specific need. Okay, and that's so that we can start to build offerings and our online courses around those people. Yeah, so we can start to create messaging and branding that really resonates with our niche, with our ideal students. And it allows us to just cut through the noise, because there's a lot of noise here on Instagram and here on Facebook. There's a lot of online noise. Okay, so we want to cut through that and be really, really narrowed in on our people. Yeah, we need to lay those foundations. We need to understand how to market to our people, to our niche. How do we get that message out to them so that we can grow our community? This is a really important part of how we grow. This is how we attract new people into our community. And if we don't understand who we're marketing to, no proven marketing strategy is going to be successful if we don't understand who we're marketing to. And we're just sending out a message out into the universe to everyone, hoping that someone will listen, because they won't. Okay? So important, guys. So important. It's one of the big kind of mindset shifts that we need to work through and accept. Okay? So we have to do that work. And the way we grow our community, we use marketing strategies. And when we know who we're targeting those marketing strategies to, it becomes easier. Okay? So things like creating consistent content, valuable content consistently, and repurposing that content across all of the various platforms. So it becomes easy for us. It becomes easy for us to get in our content creation flow. And optimizing our website so that it actually works for us, so that people find our website, and when they're there, they actually stay there. There's no point in having a website if nobody actually finds it. So we need to get our head around that. And then, getting our email marketing system and our funnels in place, being more visible, things like creating partnerships with like-minded brands. These are really quite simple things that we can actually set up, and they're free. By doing this, by spending a bit of time creating partnerships and collaborations, you can get your business in front of fresh people, new eyes on you. And if you align it so that you are working with someone who's working in the, they are also serving people in the same niche, brilliant, absolutely brilliant, really important that that's the case as well. So that allows us to expose us to people, extend our reach. And all of these strategies are available to all of us. They're available to all of us to be able to attract the right people into our community. Okay, so this is where we need to start. We need to start with growing our community. And if we don't know how to do that, guys, we need to learn how to do that. Yeah? Because that's what a business owner does. A business owner identifies that maybe they have gaps in their knowledge, and then they work out how they're going to get that knowledge to be able to move forward. We need to make decisions that business owners make. Yeah? Business owners, successful business owners, think and act in different ways. Okay, so we need to really get on board with that so that we can start to grow. Okay, so that's step one. Any surprises there, guys? Tell me. Step one, grow our community. Anyone struggling with growing their community? Anyone here already have an engaged community? Share with me where you're at in the comments. Share in the comments where you're at with your community. Are you struggling to grow your community? Do you have new people coming into your community consistently already? You've kind of worked things out of how to do that. You know, is it growing, but maybe they're not engaged? Where are you at? Share it here in Instagram and also in the Facebook group. Share where you're at. Okay, so that's step one. That's step one. Now, once we started to grow our community, once we've started to grow our community and we're getting new people into our space, into our little digital space, yeah, something magical starts to happen. Something really magical starts to happen. We start to get feedback. Yeah, we start to get an insight into what people want. Okay, and how can we know what people want if we don't have a community? How can we? Yeah, again, that's why we need to start with building our community first. So I've got a question for you guys now. I've got a question for you, and everyone who's watching, I want you to all to level up here and be bold enough to reply. Do you have an idea for your course topic? Do you have an idea? Who here has already got an idea for your course topic? And if you have, maybe you want to share that idea in the comments. You can share it, or you can just say, yeah, I've got an idea. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you, Jason, Jacqueline. Yeah, they're all sharing their community, how things are going for them. Amazing. Yes, Stephanie's got an idea. Catherine's got an idea. Amazing, amazing. So I'm guessing that some of you will have an idea for your course topic. And most teachers that I talk to have been thinking about an idea for their course for some time, but they feel stuck because they're just not sure if their community are going to pay for that, are actually going to pay them for it. They're not sure how to move forward with it. And just know that there's thousands of ideas, thousands of possible ideas that you can have for your course. And you don't need to worry if somebody else has got it. You know, I had a message from a teacher the other day saying, you know, I see somebody else has already got my idea, as this course is out on my topic already. You don't need to worry about that. You know, that's coming from a place of lack, and we're not coming from a place of lack here, okay? So we need to see the possibilities and the opportunities ahead of us and in front of us. And you don't need to worry if somebody else has already launched a course on your topic, because you'll create your version. Yeah, you'll create your version and you'll craft your offering and position your course in a very unique way and in a way that attracts your people. And remember, you've been growing your community. Those people are attracted to you. They're attracted to you. Always think about your own behavior. You know, when you go to a particular teacher because you like their style, because you like their energy, you like their vibe, you know, you like the way they present the teachings. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same, okay? So what is really important is that whatever idea you have and whatever course you create, that it leads to a transformation, yeah? And those of you that were in the summits with me at the start of the month, the global summit that I hosted, you'll know I talked about this nearly in every session. I talked about transformation, you know, the transformation that your course is going to offer. Because no matter like how good your course topic is or your teaching is, the only reason that somebody is going to enroll into your course and purchase your course and give you money for it is because they want the outcome. Okay, they want the outcome. They want the transformation that your course is offering, the promise. Okay, that's what they're buying, the transformation, how they're going to look, how they're going to feel. So you need to be very, very clear on that. Yeah, you need to be very, very clear on that before you jump into creating your course. And that's why step 2, validating your ideas, getting that feedback from the community that you've been building is so, so important. It's essential. It's absolutely essential. Like, you can't know what people want unless you've got a community to ask. Yeah, unless you've done that research and validation work. Is this making sense, guys? I hope so. I hope it's hitting home. When you validate, you do your inner work around this. Like, there's so many ways that you can validate a course idea. Yeah, so you test out ideas, you get feedback, you use validation strategies. These are strategies that I teach in the Profitable Yoga Teacher for those of you who have already signed up. And, you know, you'll get to fully understand what your potential ideal student wants and needs from you. Like, what is that transformation that they're looking for and that you can offer in your online course? Because we're not talking about, you know, just throwing together some classes, some standalone classes and putting them in an online course for people to buy. That's not what we're talking about here. Not what you can find on YouTube, yeah, or your live streamed Zoom classes. That is not what we're talking about here. Okay, and this is why people pay you money for it, because they're looking for the outcome, the goal, the transformation. We're talking about you as the teacher guiding your students towards that outcome. Okay, can I get a thumbs up on that to let me know you've understood this? Because it's so important. It's so important. Like, when you're incredibly confident about creating your course that you know people want, it's a different kind of experience, an absolutely different kind of experience. So I really want you to make sure you do this before you put all your heart and soul into creating your content. Okay, you can't just second guess it. Yes, thank you, guys. Can't second guess it. You need to know in your bones. You need to feel it. This is what people want. So, you know, just ask yourself now, do you understand who your ideal students are? Do you know what their challenges are? Do you know what it is that they're actually, the desire that they have from their yoga practice? How is it going to help them and support them? Do you understand all that? Are you clear? Is there clarity there? Are you clear on how your course is going to support people? Yeah? Amazing, amazing, amazing. So don't skip past this bit, guys, because you think you know what people want. Yeah, you might have, your intuition will tell you so much, but let's not just rely on our intuition here. Let's get hard facts, you know, because this is a big task here. This is a big task here. And you're going to create something that's really valuable and transformation. If you're going to do this, let's do it right. Yeah, let's do it right. That's where you want to be. That is where you want to be, okay? And you'll realize this in a moment when I talk more about step 3, okay? So step three. So we've had step 1, grow the community. Step 2, validate the idea. Step 3, okay? Step 3 is about crafting your course so that it's irresistible. Crafting your course so that it's irresistible. So one of the things that you do in the Profitable Yoga Teacher program is we do this whole process of outlining the course, like what's going to be in it all the way through, okay? And to get to that transformation. But then a really key part is what I call crafting. And this is crafting your course so that it's irresistible. And what I mean by that is you're going to add immense value, okay? So the types of considerations that you're going to have are you know, what is the promise, the transformation? We've already talked about that. What is the content in terms of hours, days, weeks? What support are you going to offer? Like, what access do people have to you? Do your students actually have to you? Is there live support and access to you? Because if there is, you can charge more, okay? And what bonuses are you going to offer? What additional things are you going to add in to, again, increase the perceived value of what you're providing? What is the guarantee? You know, is there a money back guarantee? What is the name of the course? All of these things will allow you, all of these steps will allow you to really craft something that's going to be super, super valuable. Okay, and when you go through these steps, you'll be able to get to a price point. You'll be able to determine a price point for your course. So some of you might be wondering, you know, what am I going to price my course at? And it's not a one price fits all. Definitely isn't. You have to do this work, this outlining and crafting, to see what it actually is that you're crafting here, that you're creating, and what the value actually is before you can go and price your course. Does that make sense? But there's a caveat here, okay? There's something that I really want you to consider. So when you go through this process, I want you to create something that's so, so valuable that you can price your course at least $300. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about that? The question I should have asked you before I said that was, what do you think you will price your online course at? So does anybody want to answer that? What price did you have in your head before I said $300? Anyone? Anyone want to share? Anyone want to share? What price did you think you had in your head before I said $300? So the way you might do this, you know, create a course that you're going to price at least $300, is that it would be a live course. Okay, so by that I mean your students will all enroll during the same time. So exactly how I'm doing this right now. At the moment, enrollment is open for the Profitable Yoga Teacher. It opened last Wednesday. We've had 70 teachers already sign up, and enrollment closes on Saturday. Okay, so that's my enrollment period. So that's what you want to be doing. You want to have an enrollment period, and various things happen during this enrollment period. And again, that type of activity, that launch activity, is what I teach you in the Profitable Yoga Teacher. So you'll get all of that knowledge inside the program. So what happens is everybody enrolls at the same time, and it means that everybody also starts the program at the same time. Okay, so for me, the Profitable Yoga Teacher is starting on the 1st of September. Okay, so this isn't a course that we're going to stick on our website and people can just buy it at any time all year round. That's not what I'm talking about here. This is a course that will likely have pre-recorded video content in it and then live interaction from you. Okay, so maybe you'll be showing up once or twice a week in a Facebook group, in your community. Maybe you'll be doing some you know, guided meditations in the mornings or something like that. Whatever's going to work for you. Of course, everyone's course idea is going to be different. You'll have something that will be at least 6 weeks in length. Okay, so it might be, you know, a 10-week course on the chakras, let's say, or let's say a 7-week course on the chakras. Okay, every week you go through one of the chakras and you're pricing it at $300. Okay, so, and that course of course would have pre-recorded content and live interactions with you as well. And when you craft it, you could come up with all your bonuses and everything else, the guarantee, the promise, all of these things that will bring your value, offer so much value that you can price it at that price point or above. Okay, so that's where I want you to be. I don't want you to be thinking of anything that's under $100. No way, no way, no way. If we're going to do this, let's do it, right? We're going to go through this process of growing our community, because that's hard work. That's hard work, growing our community so we can get the numbers up, and then moving through nurturing your community, moving into launches like live challenges that allow you to launch your course, and then going through the whole enrollment open and everything else. You want to be damn sure that you have nailed and you fully understand what the transformation is, right? So if you're leading someone to a transformation over a number of weeks, they're going to pay for that because those people actually want it, and you've validated it to determine that already. Is this making sense? Is this making sense, guys? Let me know, let me know. Yes, yes, yes. Exactly. This is hard work, right? I'm not going to say it's not hard work. Being a business owner, growing your business and really making an impact, of course you've got to put the work in. So if we're going to do it, we want to really create something that's amazing that we can charge a good price for, yeah? Because think about all of the knowledge that you've paid for to become a yoga teacher. Think about the transformation that you offer. You're healing people, you're allowing people to live better lives. There's nothing bad in that. There's nothing bad with any of this. Nothing negative, it's all positive. You are helping people with your gifts. You are helping people with your teachings. You are helping people by showing up in your community. Okay? So when we do it right, we do it right. And that's it, really. So before we move on, I just want to share with you a little kind of behind the scenes online course secret. And this secret has served me really, really well in my business. Okay, served me so well in my business whilst I've been in this space and, you know, launching online courses over the last 3 years. So everything that you want to teach in your course that you create, so let's say it's that 7-week course on the chakras, Everything that you want to create can be found online for free. You heard me right. Everything. Every single thing that you want to create in your course, that all the stuff that you want to put into your course can be found online for free. Okay, a simple Google search, go onto YouTube, will give you everything that you need. And the same applies for me, for the Profitable Yoga Teacher. All of the things that I teach can be found online for free. Everything. But I've still been able to build a 6-figure business, right? I've still just taken 70 teachers into my program. Yeah. And why is that? Why is that? The reason is because people who want real results, like true results, people who are really serious about getting results, they don't want to hunt and search all over Google to find out how to get those results. Yeah. Again, always think about your own behavior. It always comes back to what you do. Think of your own behavior first. And in my case, like for yoga teachers, if you're serious about creating an online yoga course, the last thing that you want to do is spend weeks and months hunting and pecking through Google, trying to figure out what to do and how to do it. Yeah. You don't want to, not do it in the right order. You want a step-by-step framework, right? That's what you want, a step-by-step framework. So I really want to hit home with that, because people that want true results are going to pay for it. And that's really the secret that I want to share with you. Like when it comes to your course topic, the way that you make it profitable is by putting what you're teaching into a system, into a roadmap, a plan, a step-by-step guide. Yeah, whatever makes the most sense for your specific content. Does that make sense? Like systems, processes, steps. That's what sells. That's what your community are going to pay for, to guide them with your support and your live interaction, and you as their teacher, because they love you, they've been in your community for a while now and they want to continue working with you. You're going to take them through that process. Like that's what people are going to pay for. Like you're going to show them how to get from point A, which is this painful or challenging or confusing place where they are in their life right now. Yeah, that's somewhere that they don't want to be, to point B. And point B is where they're getting results as fast and efficiently as possible. Does that make sense? That's what sells, guys. That's what sells, okay? So do keep that in mind. Like as you continue to think about your course topic, keep that in mind. And, of course, if you become one of my students inside the Profitable Yoga Teacher, I'm going to walk you through that process, that entire process. I really know now, after doing this for a few years, how to pull out a process or a system from all of those ideas that are circling around in your head. Like that's one thing I know how to do really well. Okay, so I take you through this process to be able to do that. Okay, so that's the little secret I wanted to share with you. Yeah. Okay, so we've covered quite a few things today, those 3 steps, and they can be a bit overwhelming, I know, especially if it's like things that you've not heard of before. And let's have a look, see what's going on here. So is this clear, guys? Everything I've shared with you today, is it clear? Those 3 steps, we're growing our community, we're validating our course idea. We're validating our course idea. Oh no. Oh no. My phone has just overheated, so I've lost Instagram, which is so annoying. How annoying. My phone is completely overheated. Okay, so you guys on Facebook. Okay, any questions for me, guys? Any questions for me on Facebook? Any questions? My phone is just so hot. I don't know what's happened there. Any questions? Any questions? So I just kind of want to, share with you guys that when you go through this process properly, it works. When you go through this process properly, it works. When you follow a step-by-step framework and someone's walking you through it, any kind of lack of confidence that you had about it can just really melt away. So just always keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind. If any of you guys have got any questions, do ask now. Let me know if you do. Let me know if you have any questions. And I know lots of you here already are inside the Profitable Yoga Teacher with me already. So high five to you guys on Facebook. Thank you for joining me. Enrollment is still open. Enrollment's still open till Saturday. If you have any questions about the program, please send me a direct message, Kelly McHugh. Let's have a little chat in Messenger. And, you know, just remember that you have something inside of you that you can share. I honestly believe that everyone has something, a knowledge, a skill that they can teach. Yeah, inside a course. So start there, you know, start there. And more than anything else, I really want you to, you know, experience what's possible for you when you do this, when you add a digital asset to your business, yeah, and how life can look different, you know, how differently life can look. So, any questions for me, guys, before I finish today? Yes, Emily. Yay, I'm so excited that you guys are in the program with me. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, amazing. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Send me a message if you have any questions about the program. I'm here to support you. And yay, amazing. Okay, lots and lots of love. See you guys soon, yeah? Bye. See you soon.